You just don't care about anything.
I wish I didn't care about anything.
This party sucks.
But there's always a reason.
Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're well. Let's talk about the high school coming of age film Palo Alto, debuting from director Gia Coppola. Even if it doesn't intend to be, this film is absolutely the offspring of the Hollywood culture. I mean, director Gia Coppola, she's the granddaughter of Francis Ford Coppola from the Godfather trilogy, Apocalypse Now, and my favorite, The Great Gatsby. Her aunt is Sofia Coppola, who did The Virgin Suicides, and just last year did The Bling Ring. The two central stars in the film are Emma Roberts, daughter to Eric Roberts, brother of Julia Roberts, and then also introducing Jack Kilmer, son of Val Kilmer. I mean, right, are these kids not the next generation of Hollywood? They all have such impressive Hollywood film lineages. To get into this very loosely flowing, structured narrative, it is a slice of life type of deal. We have three sort of central characters and a few peripherals circling, but really we're looking at what it is to grow up in this suburb of Palo Alto. And I just have to say, I had no idea what Palo Alto was the whole time during the film. They don't really go into it. I had to research it later on until I realized Palo Alto is actually a place in California. I didn't know that. Being this age, it's such a knee-jerk reaction, you know, something happens and then you react in a way that you might not expect yourself to react. You know, you're still exploring yourself and who you are and how you feel and what you think about the world and what you think about this situation and that situation. Everything is new, everything is discovering, and I think that this film just really captures this on a really sort of great level. Themes of growing up, of messing up, of making up, of being at the beginning of your adult life and having a million paths before you and standing there being able to choose anything you want to make of your life. The screenplay, I think, is really well written. I love the scene work between the characters and their interactions. There were a couple of times I felt like it was a little bit expositionary, a little bit on the nose. There's a particular scene I'm thinking of with April and her coach, and she's doing a history paper and she doesn't know why she does things, and this really sums up the entirety of the entire film in one line of this movie. And James Franco, the coach, responds to her, well, you don't know why you do things. You're a kid, you just do them, you're instinctual. And I just feel like that just sums up the whole movie right there.
Yeah, but I do things all the time for no reason.
It's because you're young and you don't know why you do things, but there's always a reason.
The performances, especially coming from Emma Roberts and particularly Jack Kilmer, are so incredibly natural. Like, were these kids just born genetically able to be 100% natural in front of the camera's lens? It is definitely a minimalistic style of acting. The editing was slightly unusual, which I enjoyed. It wasn't stagnant, you know, there were overlapping scenes where the scene would move on but the voices happening from before still blended in, so I liked that sort of crossover. I did feel influences from Sofia Coppola's work in this. I felt like there were some similarities there, and I do like Sofia Coppola's movies, so I feel that minimalistic style just really works for these types of stories. Maybe this film doesn't have a definitive beginning, middle, and end. It's more a transitory experience following these characters, but there is what I felt was a closure at the end of it, and it did wrap up a few like immediate sort of questions, and then it left other things open. I mean, life isn't all like nicely tied with a bow. There are a lot of questions that are open-ended. Palo Alto really was just that slice of life, kids coming into their own, troubled kids of different varying degrees, just trying to find their way. I really enjoyed this film, and it definitely made me reflect on my teenage years and what it was like for me being a kid in that transitory stage. But yeah, I've got to say, I did not party as hard as these guys did. Did you get a chance to see Palo Alto? If you did, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. I'd be really interested to know. If you want to know what else I've been watching lately, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!